Hang on.
Recording is on.
Okay. Let's get into here. Hold on. Wait, are you at work talking to me?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love you. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right, let me go ahead and do this. It's been a long time.
Yeah, and I think with my mom's one, all I did was cry from the beginning till the end because you were just so spot on with every single thing.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
think I was crying within 20 seconds.
That's why I was like, okay, I gotta explain it again. That's kind of like my thing that I do. I know. I was like, I love her. I'm so excited. I was like, she'll be okay if we waited for a second. It's
Yeah.
it's you get the whole crap. Like people come into my sessions and they're just expecting one thing, and it hits different. And I'm like, okay, so let's go into this. Hold on, okay, give me 20 seconds. I'm gonna kind of vibe, okay, to like kind
Okay.
of grab her. Okay, hang on. Yeah, your mom was great.
Mm.
Are you okay if she comes through too?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Are you? Wait, are you? I don't even know what you call this. Are you a director or some main component there?
I'm a sales manager, not quite a director yet, but
Okay, sorry.
working towards it.
They're talking about maybe this goes along with COVID. I don't know. She's talking about like giving people more hours or giving, I don't think it's hours though. She's talking about giving people more time or something, more life or more something like to make them better. It's like, I don't know if you keep looking out for other people a whole lot in your area or whatever you're doing to kind of like bring them more. It's a vibe, it's a feeling. It's like you're not just doing your job. It's almost like you're sacrificing yourself a little bit more to help others at the same time and like bring them up. I don't know what that may be. Um, that's an intense feeling. But you also have people breathing down your neck, which is another thing which hinders you. But you also fight back and forth with people. Hang on. You're a shark there. I like you. Hang on. Aw, she's talking about how you took that type of attitude and type of fire, like you apply it to your outside, or you apply it to her, or like what was happening with her, like how you took that. I don't know the best way. It's a feeling, it's a vibe. Like she's showing like a sleuthing around. Hang on, let me get into Ursula. I'm gonna ask her if she can bring her forward. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Has it been a few years since her death? Ursula?
It's been 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. She's like, she she goes, it's been a few years since my passing. She was like, but they act like it's just been yesterday. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hang on.
Yeah, we miss her.
No matter what they say, I was ready to go. I was like, oh, okay. She's very straightforward. Hang on. We're fighters. She's talking about being fighters. Is her side of the family from some other place or from a different lineage somewhere? Because she's talking about being like not, like boxers, but she's like my dad would say, oh yeah, my side of the family, they're fighters, blah blah blah. They're from, or not fighters, they're strong. They're from so and so. She's talking about like putting that on her.
She
I
grew
don't know.
up in a generation where you had to be very strong, and she was a very, very strong lady. Very
That's what she's
strong.
like. This.
Yep.
I'm
That was
but
her attitude.
yeah, but I'm like, you're so small. She's like, I'm like, okay. Hang on. Oh, you were there for her as she was passing too. Do you remember that? No, hold on. Were you talking to her? She's talking about having you recollect around her. I mean, obviously not physically there. Hang on. Hang on. I didn't talk to her that much the last few years. Did you not talk to her a whole lot the last few years?
She lived in South Africa and we lived in Australia.
Oh, that's
And yeah, we did go back to visit her every single year, but she had dementia, so it was a little bit difficult to speak to her on the phone.
because when I'm asking, she's talking about on the phone, and I'm asking her about like, what are you talking about? And literally, it's like question marks, like a video game, like you'd see above a character. And I'm like, it's like, oh, we love you, we love you, we love you. Like that's the thing. And she's
We
like,
always told her that. Yep,
that's what she's
all the
talking
time.
about. Oh, we love you. And she's like, I hear it. Not in a bad way, but it's in a loving way. At that point, it's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Wait, did they have her in a home? They did. Okay, because she's talking about people coming in and like, it's not the people coming in. It's not comforting. It's more annoying. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Like, hang on. She says, I lived this wonderful, rugged life, and look where I ended. Oh, man. Hold on. I just got very sad for a second. Hang on. Oh. Was married in the same area. Okay. Wait, did all of her family, her mom and dad, did they all grow up there? Did she grow up there?
She grew up in, and she lived in the same city that she was born in, so all in the Western Cape. Yep.
Okay. So, because what she's showing me, and this is a weird thing because obviously I've never been to South Africa before, but she's showing me, and this is very random, she's showing me as a little girl, like walking around the streets and saying like, this is the area I passed, and like, it's very weird that where I was at, this is where I, like, everything is very close to home. And then she's talking about, she shows me monkeys, which is my sign for Africa. That's why I'm like, wait, did she grow up there and live there? It's like, that's the whole thing. Hold on. Her brother? She had a brother. Hang on. Wait. Hold on. I don't know if she keeps saying her brother. Is her brother passed? I feel like he's alive.
I do believe so. I've been married for 29 years to her son, but I didn't know her brothers and sisters that well.
Okay. She's very proud about brother. Hang on. So she's saying when you met her, she says, I didn't think she would last. Was she very hard on you a little bit? Not
like you'll never believe.
I've never heard that before. Like, when I met her, I didn't think she would last. Wow.
Yep.
Wow, girl. Hold on. She goes, she kept coming around. I'm like, oh, hold on. Wow. Wait, you've known him for a very long time because she's talking about how she's aged a lot, like a lot throughout you knowing her. Hang on. She's not doing her. She says she's talking about you like when you, I don't know if you actually did this, and she's giving me like a memory. She's talking about like, she's very harsh on you. She's talking about like, you're not doing it right, like that. And I'm like, stop. Hold on. She says to take care of my son. That's all that matters. I'm like, oh, okay. Hang on. Then she'll come back. Even though he'll come back to me. I'm like, okay, wonderful. Hang on. See?
You got it so spot on there, because when we first got married, she said to me, one day I'll have my son back. And I said, you know what? Even if I wanted to divorce him, I won't, just to spite you.
No!
We hated each other, and then we just loved each other. So the beginning, it was a hate relationship, and the end, it was just love.
That's why she's like, one day he'll come back to me, and I'm like, wow. I have not. This is a very feel how I feel. It's so the way. Oh, she's. Hold on. I could be by my. Oh, she says she felt so bad. She knows. She says she felt so bad when you couldn't come be by her side. So it's like, it's almost like you wish you could have done more to like help her. You wish it could have done more, but like there was nothing. There was points. Hang on. Favorite treats. Couldn't have food. I don't know about treats. What's happening with treats? And she says I wouldn't eat anything. I'm like, okay, fine. Hang on. What do you think? Says my son could have been around more. You think I raised him? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I don't know if that means in the end he wasn't. He's very active.
I used to argue with him all the time, because I used to go and see her all the time, and I would say to him, you need to spend more time with mom. And you know how boys are. He loves his mom, but it's just a boy thing. Yep.
Yeah, it was a boy thing. That's why she was like, oh, well, I mean, I raised him. She's very, wow. She does say, oh, okay. Out of all my kids, how many kids does she have? 4 or 5?
7.
Jesus Christ. Okay, because she's talking about you have the most handsome. And I'm like, okay, wonderful. This is my pride and joy. Hang on. Why do you think I fought you so hard? Okay, so that would make sense. Hang on. She says you used to have, and I see a photo here, but it's short. But she says you used to have the most wonderful long hair. Did you have it?
Yes, I did. And in our last conversation, I had long black hair. And when we went into lockdown, I shaved it all off and I went natural.
There you go. There you go. Okay, that's why that's why he looks so different too. And she's talking about she used to have the most. I mean, I know the black, but she's talking about like here. She's like, she used to have the most wonderful long hair. She would do this. I'm like, okay, hang on. Wipe a face roll. She's like, oh hell, I couldn't even shit myself. Hang on. She's very rowdy. Hang on. Nobody comes to see me. Okay. So she doesn't like where she's at right now, apparently. She feels a little forgotten. That's okay. Hang on. Not in a bad way, but it's okay. It's not bad. I think that just made me I think that may be a guilt trip for your side. Not saying that's actually how we feel, but guilt tripping is good for her. Hang on. We have her now. Do you have her? Don't leave me. Do you have her? Do you have part of her?
No.
She's talking about being in a very dusty spot, like not liking it. Hang on. Oh, okay. Hang on. Why would she? God, I wish you would have been there. I hate that you just got a call that she had passed. Who's the female around her when she passes?
Her 2 daughters.
Those are the females. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's the energy. Okay. Hang on. She's not upset about passing. She's like, I had a good run. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on. She's talking about your life. talking about, oh, she's so focused in his work and he's there. And they just need to come together more. They just need to come together. I don't know what's happening there, but she's liking it. Hang on. Did you get? No. Two things. I don't think you did get this, but I'm just going to ask you anyways. Did you get her ring?
My daughter did, and they're actually with me for safekeeping. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, she's showing me a ring and she passes it to you and then it drops. And then I'm like, that means you're supposed to have it, or you like, I don't know the sign. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Perfect. Okay. She says, well, it's not all it's cracked up to be. She's like, it's not very expensive.
No.
What did you say? Why do you have to hide it? I'm like, oh my God, stop. Hang on. Hold on. She is saying this. She says, I appreciate what you do for my son. Take that in an accent. I'm just coming from my side, though. Okay. Hang on. Loving caretaker. Hang on. When are you going to quit anyways?
Quit.
Your job?
It's the plan is to pay our house off, and then once we've done that, we're not looking at retiring completely, but going into, I suppose, not those high pressure management roles and just taking a role where we can switch off every day.
That's what she said. She goes, when are you going to quit your job anyways? And I'm like, wait, what is happening? Hang on. Aw. I said, is there something that you would like to say to your son that maybe we can convey? She's like, oh, he won't listen to me. I said, oh, okay, no. I said, is there something you would like to say to your son? She said, well, I think I raised a good man, and I did it the best that I could, that I can. I said, okay, good. Hang on. She says that he's a little soft around the edges. She's very like Cameron. She loves him though. Absolutely loves him. Hang on. I don't know why she feels she's such a vagabond. Hang on. Aww. She's talking about crying out in the hospital. Like crying out, like, like that. I don't know what that is. She's talking about like wanting to get away, wanting to go away. Hang on. Now she's talking about your mom, how she's much more of a lovely woman than she is. She's like, do you see her? Literally, mom's not even in the room. Like, I feel her. The way it feels, it's like if you can picture in your mind's eye, this is how I do it. Most people can only do it when they have their eyes closed, but it's like seeing a white, I say white room, but it's like a white, solid white space. And you can feel them come up, and that's how you like talk about like what they look like and everything like that. And they bring, it's like they just show up. And she's like, oh, do you see this one? She's just so much more lovely than me. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what is it? She was like, I'm ripe around the edges. And I'm like, okay, wonderful. Hang on. Did y'all almost not get back for her funeral?
We did. We had a memorial service, which they held. They actually held it back until we could get back to South Africa. Yeah.
Beautiful. Sorry, because she's showing like her service, and then she shows like, almost not. Hold on. Hang on. Aw. Oh, Mom would call you by a pet name, though. Would Mom just call you Tasha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And she's saying, she's talking about you. You're doing a good job. She's like, tell Tasha she's doing a good job. Blah blah blah. She needs to know that. I'm like, okay. Hang on. Hang on. See her in her plight. I see her in her sadness. Why are you? You're so bright though. Why have you been being sad?
I don't know if I've been sad. Yeah, I suppose, I think everybody at the moment is not
Mel-
at their best due to
Melancholy.
COVID.
Yeah, melancholy would be a
Yeah.
good. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
crying,
No.
Hang on. Hang on. Do you have Ursula's? Do you have her shawls or her blankets or something like that? Do you have any of that? She's talking about with tassels on it. And I'm like, okay, that's either a throw, like here in America, or it's a blanket, like one or the other.
No, I don't have anything.
Maybe she's talking about the picture because she's talking about it was a windy day. So all this is outside. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, was this photo? Your son, your daughter, and her? Is that at the home?
That is at the home, yes.
Ah, okay. Sorry, because she's talking about having to put some. Maybe that's what it is. Because she's talking about. She's looking at this, and I'm like, oh, it looks like we're on the beach. She's like, no, that's at the home. She's like, I'm smiling. I didn't know what I was smiling at, and I'm like, wait, was that at the point where she didn't know what was going on yet? And she's like, no, I kind of did. I would forget, and I'm like, okay. And then she's talking about putting something over her shoulders, and I think that's what is happening. And then they had to wheel me back. Okay, hang on. Did she have to share a room with somebody and then gradually she got her own?
She had her own and then she had to go into a shared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hang on. She says at least I didn't die alone. I'm like, oh my God, other people are there. Stop. She is a funny lady. I like her. She's very happy. She's very dry. She's very straightforward. She's very grungy. Like not grungy in like a sense of like how you would think. Grungy for me means like we're gonna get in the dirt and we're gonna do it. We don't care, what happens.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for her right now?
No, I suppose I just wanted her to know that she was happy and that she was, content and things like that, and that, that we all miss her desperately every single day. So
She definitely knows that. Hang on. Hold on. Wait, I'm getting something about your house or something like that. Hang on. He's talking about with, I guess this is your husband. She's talking about, oh, he doesn't talk to me. He just kind of blocks me away. Hang on. Walking down a hallway. I don't know if there's photos hanging in the hallway. I don't know. We're talking about showing me walking down a hallway. Hallway. That may just be me talking about hallway. Hang on. I feel like your place is pretty open. Hang on. That's a really, really good compliment. Hold on. Sorry, that was really deep for a second. Don't take this as like you're dying, because you're not. But I think this is like the ultimate compliment from her. Because she's talking about how, there's all these different people that make up a family. And she's saying that when you leave, there won't be a family left. Like, you're the person that holds the family together. You're the person. And it's almost like saying like, I thought that you were an intruder, or I thought that you were here, or I thought you were here to take my son away. But then she's like, at this point, like she realizes or she knows that when you leave, there's not the family. Like you are the family. Everybody else attaches to you. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Hang on. Have you, this is not saying it's happening, have you had a lump found at all?
No, they have looked at my lungs though, and I've started to get emphysema.
That's what all this is. Okay. She says, well, she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I said, okay, great. So I'm like, okay, what is it? Is it a year? Is it 2 years? Is it 5 years? Is it 10? And like, you outlove that time span. So you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. So don't be worried about that. Don't be worried about that. Hang on. She said, I'll take her when she's ready. Well, I'll be here. And it's like, I don't know who the congregation is behind that's hanging out. But they're further back. Hang on. Let me ask Mom. Let me see if I can get Mom. Hang on. Let me grab my pen. Sorry, I dropped it on the floor. Hang on. Hold on. God, they're talking about you like. Whose birthday's coming up? Whose birthday? Birthday? Who's that?
We've just passed my son's. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't have any until January.
Was that like 3 or 4 weeks ago?
It was end of September.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Because we're talking about happy birthday, but then like the longevity of it is longer than like yesterday or last week or the week before that. Hang on. Yeah, you're here for a while. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I actually have been really worried about that. So.
Well, I'm glad they brought it up. So from me being able to tell when my uncle, my father, my grandmother, and everybody else's, including themselves, including me, like how long they have. It's just a feeling. It's not. You can see like a lifeline, and it can go down, it can go up. From like, I don't like to go further than 10 years because, I don't know where I'm going to be. I mean, I do, but I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, it's like for you, it's past 10. It's past 10. So breathe, enjoy life, enjoy the day. I do urge you to think about what you need to do for fun or what you need to do for fun that will help you. Okay?
Yeah.
At the same time. We're not dying. We're not going anywhere. Got it?
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Mom
you.
says hi. You're welcome. She's there with you. She's a funny little bird. I like her. I would be so interested in you like playing that for your husband because she's great.
Yeah.
So, but if you have any questions, again, please email me.
We will do.
And I love you. You're a beautiful person. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Just remember that, okay?
Yep. Thanks so much. Thanks, Amie.
I love
See
you.
ya.
Mwah.
Bye.